Arsenal may loan Saliba to Championship club. Inter open contract talks with Lautaro Martinez. Khedira ex from Juventus Champions League squad. Wijnaldum said Barca transfer talk was not serious. Why Dembele's Manchester United loan move collapse. Spurs changes Rodon. Götze joins PSV. Chelsea to return for Rice. Liverpool jump ahead of Manchester United in Sancho race. Hello and welcome to Daily Football and welcome back to the channel, guys. Arsenal may loan Saliba to a Championship club. Arsenal are considering sending William Saliba out or loan to a Championship club according to Press Association. The Gunners had planned to send the 19 years old back to his former side for the remainder of the season, but the deal collapsed at the last minute. However, the domestic transfer window is still open and Arsenal have option to loan Saliba to any English club outside the Premier League. Inter open contract talks with Lautaro Martinez. Inter have opened talks over a new contract with striker Lautaro Martinez according to Calcio Mercato. The 23 years old current deal expires in 2023, but Inter Milan are hoping to tie him down to fresh terms in order to ward off potential suitors. Lautaro Martinez was a target for Barcelona during the summer transfer window, but Inter refused to let him go for a cut price fee. Sami Khedira ex from Juventus Champions League squad. Juventus veteran Sami Khedira has been left off the club's list of 23 players to play in the upcoming Champions League group stage. The decision made by new coach Andre Pirlo effectively means the 33-year-old is no longer in Juventus' plans for the campaign, having failed to be selected in either of their two Serie A squads since the start of the season. Juventus have been keen to find a mutual agreement with Khedira to terminate the last year of his contract. Discussions are yet to find a suitable outcome for both parties. The German's wages worth £6 million net for the last 12 months. After 5 successful years at Real Madrid where he won a Champions League and 2 La Liga titles, Khedira joined Juventus in June 2015 on a free transfer. The German international won the Serie A title in all 5 of his seasons in the Turan, making 145 appearances in all competitions, scoring 21 goals and creating 13 assists. His most famous individual moment in Juventus colours came when he scored his only career hat-trick in a 6-2 win over Udinese in October 2017. Khedira has been linked with a move to PSG, while Manchester United are also reportedly interested in the veteran services. Juventus have started solidly in the Serie A under new boss Pirlo with a comfortable 3-0 win at home against Sampdoria before drawing 2-2 with Roma in the Italian capital. Wijnaldum said Barca transfer talk was not serious. Liverpool midfielder Gigi Wijnaldum has revealed that there was nothing concrete in Barcelona's reported interest in his service this summer. The Dutch star was linked with a move to Camp Nou after his former international Ronald Koeman took over from Quique Setien at the Catalan club. Wijnaldum has entered the final season of his contract at Anfield, and with no new deal in sight, there was speculation the defending champion could look to cash in on him rather than risk losing him on a free transfer. However, the transfer deadline has now passed and Wijnaldum remains with Liverpool. Speaking ahead of Netherlands friendly in Mexico on Wednesday, Wijnaldum attempted to downplay how close he was to linking up with Lionel Messi and co. "I don't think the Barcelona interest was that serious, otherwise you would have read a bit more, or more would have happened," Wijnaldum said at a press conference. "There was nothing concrete, I did not have to think about it. I will stay on with Liverpool. It looks like now my contract will run for under 10 months. It could still change, of course, you never know that in football, so we will see." When asked about his midfielder's future last month, Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp said that he was completely fine with the exit talk that Wijnaldum continued to generate. "I cannot speak about the future in a few years, but it is all fine. It's all good for the moment," Klopp said. "You know the situation between me, Guinea and the club? Everything is completely fine." Why Dembele's Manchester United loan move collapsed. The attacker very nearly moved to Old Trafford. Ousmane Dembele was close to joining Manchester United on loan, but his refusal to sign a contract extension with Barcelona meant the move did not happen according to the Daily Mail. The Red Devils were ready to pay a substantial loan fee for the Frenchman, but Barcelona were not prepared to let him leave Camp Nou without agreeing to a new deal. Dembele's current contract with Barcelona runs until 2022. Spurs chasing Rodon. Tottenham are pursuing a deal for Swansea City centre half Joe Rodon, but the clubs remain some way apart in their valuations of the Wales international. Rodon emerged as a defensive target after Spurs' abundant move for Milan screener of Inter Milan and Chelsea's Antonio Rudiger. The Premier League club are reluctant to meet Swansea's €18 million asking price. Spurs value the 22-year-old at closer to £7 million, but they are hopeful of reaching a compromise with the Swans. They have until the domestic window closes on October 16 to wrap up a deal. Mario Götze joins PSV. Free agent Mario Götze has signed for PSV on a 2-year contract. The attacking midfielder, who has made 63 international appearances, was released by Borussia Dortmund in June after battling with form and injury. Götze, 28, is a product of Dortmund's youth academy but switched to rivals Bayern Munich in 2013. He returned to Dortmund in 2016 but failed to claim a regular starting spot and was allowed to leave at the end of his contract. Chelsea to return for Rice. Chelsea are set to reignite their interest in Declan Rice during the January transfer window, according to The Athletic. The Blues were optimistic about striking a deal this summer in the days leading up to deadline day, but their failure to offload fringe players dashed their hopes. West Ham's stance and valuation had not put Chelsea off, and they will return for Rice next window. Liverpool jump ahead of Manchester United in Sancho race. Liverpool and Bayern Munich have moved ahead of Manchester United in the race to sign Jadon Sancho next summer, according to The Independent. Sancho remains United's priority target and they will return for the English international in 12 months, but there are concerns they may have missed their chance after passing up a 108 million deal this time around. Sancho was set on a move to Manchester United this summer, but this camp are now willing to reassess the options ahead of what will likely be a more fierce battle for his signature next summer.